Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the official Facebook page for Lyra Systems KDG. Of course, all rights are reserved. Let's go ahead and talk about the daily draw grid. And this is the updated video for this particular grid that is featured on this particular platform page for Lyra Systems KDG. So I do want to welcome in new visitors to this page and also new subscribers that subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And even people that visit the fan page for Lyra Players of Georgia. With all those pages combined, we get a lot of feedback. And so we appreciate that. Keep that coming. Let's go and move forward here. This here is to really just come on here and break this down again. And so let me get some of this paperwork together. And let me highlight this here. This is something else coming along. And this is the Lotto 9 hits. And at the current time of this video, we see 037 and that fell 370 in Georgia. So this is already showing promise. But let's go ahead and move forward now. Again, we're talking about the daily draw grid. So I bring in these results to really show you how we're using this grid here. And so for the state of Georgia, we highlighting that particular hit. And that hit was 763. That hit the night. And let's go and move forward here. So in the grid here, we highlight that 763 here on the top. That information here would be also here so you can look. You got the draw, the name of this particular publication will be on here. If you're requesting that Cash App and all that information is there and the name of this here. Let's go and move forward again. On this particular grid, the Cash 3 or any state that is requested for, whatever that name of that game in that state is here. The pick 4, Cash 4, where the name of the game would be at the bottom here. Sometimes it'll be already highlighted. We get feedback and people say, or the highlighted numbers are what you should play. Technically, it's not wrong. In the state of Georgia, we get a lot of repeats, so you cannot say no to that. However, it's just highlighting this is what fell for that particular draw the grid is drawn from. This is your midday, highlighted in the blue in this particular video and shown here in this printout here. So I just want to let people know that in order to ask somebody to use a publication, you have to show that it's actually showing the hits. I can't ask you to find the hits in here if the hits are not in here. That's what I'm trying to say. So to show you that the hits are in this grid, this is the whole purpose of this video. And so that to really confirm that question, when we highlight it, sometimes the information just may be plain. And so we just show you at the top here where the numbers start or what grid is pulling from. Usually this color identifies what grid it is. So you have the purple identifies as midday, the orange identifies as evening, and the blue identifies at night. And that will concur with all of the publications on here, including our legendary diamond grid. And so with that, you will see some of this information highlighted pre-highlighted for you to get an idea where the grid is starting from. That was your night number in Georgia. Again, reflected in these results here. You got your 6-3, and I don't have the Cash 4, but you see the Cash 4 there for that night draw. The very next draw, which was on midday, and let's go ahead and move this out the way so I can keep this video moving. The midday was this number here, 584. And so that's reflected here in this grid here in the purple color here. So you can see the 854, which is playing off this 360, which that fails evening. It holds the evening draw as well. And I'm trying to get this here correct. Let's go ahead and bring this back in. The evening draw was 306. That's how it fell in Georgia. The midday hit was the 584. And so going back to this grid here, we highlight the night number. Your midday in a box form was here highlighted in the purple, and this here highlights the Cash 4. For that evening draw, using the same grid, we highlighted the 306, and it's highlighted in the grid as 360. And you have your Cash 4, which was 8100, which is highlighted in a box form as 0108. And you can see how these hits connect in some kind of awkward shape. Let me go ahead and bring in that worksheet as well to explain. And this is what you will have. You have your vertical, your horizontal, your L shapes, your diagonal shapes, these little funny little zigzag type shapes here. But these numbers will connect in the grid in some variation or form of these type shapes. For anybody that play video games, you might look at this and think there's some kind of Tetris. However, the hits are here. Don't sleep, eat is what I'm saying. And so I just bring this video in here to highlight this. This is like a 3-cycle completion of the draw. Most grids start off at night, go to midday, most midday to night. It really depends. You can get the grid at any time, midday, evening, or night. But I'm just showing you that the hits can come out of one grid. You don't have to go to the next one. But you can. It's a personal choice. And those grids will be posted on the page. And if they're not, you can just submit that request and that information will be sent to you. So to wrap this video up, the video to break this down will be linked under every post. Each grid will be posted on the page to highlight this information as it's updated to reflect that the hits are in one grid for Cash 3 and Cash 4. If the hits are not, the new grid will be posted. The last grid will remain, and we just go ahead and start with the next cycle grid. And so again, I just bring this results information here from the Georgia Lottery website to show that the hits are in the grid. That's the really overall theme of the video here, to show that the hits are here. I can't ask you to go find the hits in here if they are not in here. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, when you see the grids, they will be posted sometime. The hit, or what I call the base number for that particular grid. If it's a midday grid, that base number will be the night results. And those numbers will be highlighted first. Sometimes they may not be highlighted and just be a clear grid with the date sum highlighted in red. For this particular workout, the date sum is digit 7. And so that's highlighted. And let me explain that as well. Some of the hits will either play near the date sum, or it will actually include the date sum. And so you see the hit for night includes the date sum. And so the hit here plays off the date sum. But most of these hits are playing around the digit 7 in this particular grid here. And that's usually the hits playing, including or near the date sum. These hits should connect, touch, domino, diagonal, vertical, horizontal next to the previous hit. And that can also be reflected in any other grid that you are using. And so again, this video will remain on the page, so new visitors to this page can come back and view this video and see the results for this particular date and time that this video was immediately posted, and the results coming from Georgia's website and the grid that it applies to. And again, this particular publication will be on the Lottery Systems KDG Facebook page on a day-to-day basis. And it can also be available for draw to draw if you're wanting to have an updated grid for each draw. And so that's it for this particular video. And, let's get it.